love, respect, and compromise without trust?
No, because how can you trust a person to have the same with you if you don't trust? You have to trust that person completely to allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Okay.
But if you're not willing to trust, if you're not willing to do that, why would the other person do that? Remember, I told you about energy. If that person feels like you don't trust them, can sense that eventually in a relationship after a year or 2 years, I'm talking about in a few months, you can tell if someone trusts you or not. And if they don't, they're gonna wonder why you're with them. I mean, I want to be in a relationship I could trust somebody. Trust somebody if things go wrong, that they're gonna be there to pull through for me. I get sick, I'm stuck in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, somebody come get me.
Come get me. But if I'm not willing to trust that you're willing to do that for me, I probably should find somebody that I'm willing to do, or be single and do it for myself. Because you don't want that feeling that person turns around and tells you they don't trust you. You got to be able to trust yourself too as well. You got to be able to, because worst case scenario.
I trust myself. I definitely do.
Trust yourself that you know you're doing right by trusting.
That's deep.
You're going to feel a different experience by doing that. Because if not,
I feel like I'm going beyond myself right now.
That's the point of the show.
Beyond myself.
I just think, I just know for a fact if you, I know
it's hard because it's like when you go through something and it's like, why? It's like, why would I ever trust? It's like,
but you're cutting yourself from to feel something.
But I would be cutting myself.
You're protecting yourself.
Yeah, exactly,
I get that. You're protecting yourself.
Exactly. So it's like I could still have all the love, all this without trust.
I just
or
don't.
Is it blind trust?
I don't believe in blinding trust, like trust blindly. You know, gotta wake up. Some people can take advantage of that. Some people can take advantage of your trust. You know, use that against you. But I do believe that if you cut yourself off from feeling some type of trust,
I still can't understand the benefits of trust though.
You never.
I'm having a hard time seeing it. For me, I keep saying like,
let's do it this way. I trust you to come through.
Yeah.
For this podcast.
Yeah.
I trust you to do that.
Yeah.
If I had the same experience, if I allowed for all the people with the piss poor attitudes, I wouldn't trust them I wouldn't want to work with them because you know that feeling of working with somebody who will flake. You can't depend on. But I trust you even with our crazy schedules to come through. That's a good feeling for me. As opposed
I see. It's almost like security.
It's security. That's what I'm trying to say. You want that. You want that. You don't want that feeling of like, damn, this person's going to fail on me. Is going to bail on me. You don't want that fear. You're basically living with fear. You're letting that fear dictate the relationship. This partnership.
What if it's... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you about to say?
I kind of lost my train of thought. I was going to say, what if it's not fear, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta heal. Yo, I gotta go beyond myself.
Sounds like
because I'm like, what is trust for? I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Trust is.
I get it. I get it though. I get what you said about the security.
Exactly. That's what. But this is what I was saying.
Security in myself.
But
though.
you have security in yourself. But now you have somebody else you want to share your life with. You gotta be willing to. Again, from somebody you want to share your life with, but you're not willing to trust, again, I think you're missing a very important feeling of security. Because if you have that mindset, you're always going to have that 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to have that 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That's how I am. I could, it sounds kind of crazy, but it's like I could cut people off like if I have to. And it's just like, boom. Like if I have to, like obviously I don't want to, but if I have to, it's just like,
it's like
cutting.
I'm the same way,
nothing.
But I fear that sometimes if you take that approach, you run the risk of living some loveless life. You know, you love yourself. That's important, but that's all you will love. You can't love anybody else because everybody truly love. Everybody else is just gone. You know, they're there for a minute, but if they leave, they leave. They never affected you in any type of way.
Yeah.
And I think you're missing some type of, I don't know, something in my heart of hearts feel like in life that you're missing some kind of experience if you're not willing to trust that much.
That makes sense.
It goes to say,
that
like,
makes sense.
If you love, you have to be willing to hurt, be willing to risk getting hurt because that's what it is. I think people need to stop doing it and doing it recklessly.
Yeah, when it makes sense, then
right. You should be trusted. Don't trust recklessly. You know,
and that's what happened. That was like with me putting 100%. I only did it because I was getting 100% back. So I'm getting 100% back now. So I'm putting 1,000% in. Like, so that's, and I guess before I wasn't getting,
anything less,
I wasn't getting 100 back, but I was putting 100.
I would say anything less,
Yeah.
you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Anything less, you're wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
See, this was
turned into a therapy session.
Yeah,
Yo,
this was supposed
yo.
to talk. This was supposed to have a conversation about. It's about somebody's attitude, but
This
yeah,
is attitude.
Yeah,
This
technically,
this
yeah, it's your attitude.
Yeah, trust. My attitude on trust. Man, f- trust. Beep.